and welcome to another product review of a Ryobi piece of equipment. I just recently got this Ryobi caulking gun. Um, I will say, in terms of use, this one does need a specific Ryobi battery. When I was 18 and I started doing plumbing, there was a pack of a Sawzall, a light, an impact gun, and a drill for like $200 with two of these batteries and two chargers. So I already had all the equipment for this anyway, but I know a lot of people have already decided on one thing or the other. But I really don't mind Ryobi in terms of quality. I think Milwaukee's like a little bit better, but Milwaukee had a bunch of tools like I specifically needed, like a copper cutting gun, other stuff for plumbing. But this is actually pretty good. I will say it's niche though. Um, I'm just in a job where I need to be caulking every single day. The rate of fire on this thing is like way too quick, but that's because it's automatically firing. Like if I show you like this, it is quite slow. It appears, but in terms of caulking, I was able to get I was able to get one little bead down in less than 10 seconds, and it looked basically perfect because it's uniform. Um, you still probably would need a regular caulking gun to get the sides and corners and everything, but I know, like, look how slow it's going. But I'm telling you, if you get this one in real life, it's gonna be way quicker than you can keep up. But yeah, like when I was going, I literally just went like about that quick in terms of what I actually did. I guess for a better perspective, I should go like that. And for what I was doing for just caulking a tub, I mean, it was literally like I was almost done. I got the majority of the work done, which that's what I think this thing should really be used for, is just laying down the caulk. Because if you have your regular caulking gun, like, you're really like just squeezing that sucker to try and get it in. But this is literally just casual, just hold it in, get it out. The only thing that's a bit odd is that this thing does have a mechanical lock that locks the trigger itself. But for whatever reason, even for this one, you can still just, you can shove her out and shove her in. It's clearly not intended for you to do that, but, it's very odd that you can, even if it's locked, it doesn't lock this thing. So this is when it's unlocked, and then, like, I can still, if I'm not really pushing it that hard, but if you told me like I had to push it in there, I can easily do it. So I just find that a bit strange. And like I said, the speed, I literally kept it on one, and I was going. I mean, I was flying. I mean, I that's just more of an adjustment period thing because I've caulked before, but in terms of like, I didn't need to caulk every single day. But now that I'm needing to do this basically every single day, I do need one of these. And it was, again, I think Ryobi is actually like not that bad in terms of pricing. I mean, this was $80, which the Milwaukee one equivalent was $130. Like, it's not that much better. I refuse to believe, I don't have one with me, but I refuse to believe that it would be that much better, that it's worth more than 80. But granted, I already had these batteries, so I wouldn't have bought I wouldn't have bought this if I didn't specifically have Ryobi batteries prior, but I think it's really good. It is very niche, so I wouldn't recommend it for everybody, but for what it is, I think it's fine. I think it's great. I don't think it's something that you can really transfer to a lot of other places, like an impact gun or, a drill. You can use that for anything. This is very, very niche, but for what I'm doing every single day, so I don't like absolutely destroy my hands just crunching, because I don't think a lot of people caulk enough to understand that when you're going like when you're trying to like squeeze that little bit, I mean, you're like absolutely destroying your hands just trying to like get that little last bit out of there. But this is literally just auto feeds it for you. Swipe it and you're good. Which that's once I get a few more times with it. I mean, the third time, once I finally lowered the speed and adjusted it to how quick I was going, I basically didn't even need to touch it. Which, for all the people who caulk and are watching this video, I mean, for me to basically go like this and not need to touch it, that's like insane. It really was. I don't have a picture of the bead because I work at people's homes, and I'm not gonna take a picture of their private property. But yeah, I mean, I on the third try, once I finally got used to the speed, dude, it was basically perfect. So for a very niche use, if you're someone who likes very niche tools like I do, this is something that I would very highly recommend if you have the Ryobi specific battery and you're needing a caulk gun that you use every single day. You still do need the smaller one though, because you can't just like put it down there just to get like a little bead that you got wrong, because again, like all the gaps are different. But it's like for not for you just laying down 90% of it and then you get a caulking gun for just touch-ups, I think it's perfect. So yeah, I highly recommend this tool, only if you have the caveat of those two. So thank you for watching.